Super Turbo Demon Busters, a game promised to be a rapid roguelike with super deep gameplay. Yeah, okay, it's fast-paced, there's no getting around that. Roguelike though? I'm not so sure, but the term is used in every other game, so who am I to say? Super deep gameplay, I have to disagree with. Yeah, there are several different kinds of heroes and several different kinds of weapons, but that doesn't make your game super deep. It's a feature listed right on the Steam store page. Now, there are plenty of games I like that I don't consider deep. That's not a requirement for a good game. What is a problem here is I think the game misrepresents itself. I think the game's most defining feature is that it's entirely click-based, which is tied directly to my comments about how it's misrepresenting itself. Nowhere on the store page does it specify this. Nothing against games that are only click-based, but I don't think this game is going to reach its target audience. Anyway, you play through stages, and each one you need to clear areas of a room that might lead to more rooms to get to the exit. Combat is health bar versus health bar, so you'll take a swing, then they'll take a swing. Hopefully you kill them first. It's a very basic combat system that often leaves you with no choice but to lose. Sometimes you'll get lucky and health will drop at the end of the battle. Sometimes you won't, and if you're far enough from the exit, there's just no way to make it. Some characters do get a special ability that can save your ass in a fight, like with the Delta Scout, who I was using. You can remove the monster's special defenses. It won't always save you, but it makes the fight tremendously easier. Unfortunately, you'll never know exactly what you're up against until you start the fight. It looks like sometimes the game shows you one enemy in a room, but when you start the fight, more enemies might be there. What's even worse is that it doesn't always show you the strongest ones, so you're really left guessing if it's going to be a good idea to fight or not. Before exiting the level, should you hit that last group of monsters before leaving for the extra gold? Maybe not, because it could be much harder than it seems. At the beginning of a stage, there could be a random event, and one of the coolest is when you get the mech suit, which makes you super powerful. You're running around, everything's blowing up and blood splatters everywhere. It is so much fun to be in a mech, but put a mech in anything and it's awesome, right? Also, the skull stages do not have a dungeon, but give you cards that give ammo, weapons, and new heroes. Although if you already have the hero, they are leveled up. At the end of each stage, you get a reward, and one of those can be a crate. You can open the crate and find ammo and weapons inside. Then you can equip the gear or sell it. You'll need cash to upgrade your heroes. They are very simple upgrades for health and damage that get increasingly more expensive. What's interesting is that each hero has a weapon they're best with, so you upgrade the Marine's damage and he gets better with assault rifles. However, this really limits you as you dump money into one hero and do not have the funds for another. This gets worse by the fact that you can run out of ammo for your gun-hero combination of choice and are forced to play with a weaker hero. I solved this by choosing the melee hero. It's just an odd combination to be forced into leveling one character, but later you might not even be able to play as them. It's a recipe for frustration. I'm not sure why the game doesn't let you purchase ammo in the equipment screen. That said, I never did run out of ammo, so maybe I'm just blowing this out of proportion. Are you getting nervous with me saying words like cards and crates? Well, maybe for some of you this game gets a pass since it was a free-to-play mobile game before called Dead Shell. Perhaps a bit unlucky for them with all the current stuff going on, but they did remove all the microtransactions with the purchase on Steam. It's not exactly the same game as on mobile, but they did take a majority of the features. I would suggest trying it on mobile first just to see if you like it, since it's free there. I think a few of my issues with Super Turbo Demon Busters comes from the fact that this did not port well. It seems to me that this game is best played in short bursts very quickly, perfect for mobile. The fact that the gameplay is so rapid is one of the things I liked most about it. For my type of gaming, this isn't really what I'm typically looking for. If you're sitting in a League of Legends queue though, it might be great to play while waiting for the queue to pop. Really quick stages with some progression I think is perfect for that scenario. In my opinion, the game is not deep at all, and that's a plus if you're going to play it between other games. I know there's a market for games like this. There are other situations, but that's the one that comes to mind initially. You'll want to check this out if this sounds like the way you game. Look, for what it is, Super Turbo Demon Busters is good. There's a lot of weapon variety and heroes to choose from, which is great. The art style is fantastic, the enemy design is solid, they all look pretty gross if you ask me. I even enjoyed the rapid pace of the game. It just comes down to like one or two things though. It's just not the type of game I want, and it's misrepresented. I think I enjoyed the mobile game more. I wish the port had more polish, hopefully something they'll work on after the game is released. Also, I really wish there was more strategy when moving around a stage. It would help a lot if I could solve the way to the exit instead of just guessing. It feels like luck if I get there quickly. I personally can't see the point of playing the game because nothing new is introduced as I was playing. I can't see the end goal, what you want to play to get to, or you want to unlock something, or see the next level, or see a story, or anything like that, I hope I represented this game fairly in a way that helps you make a decision if you'll like it or not. It's simple and mindless, but could be a lot of fun to the right person, so I let you decide for yourself. It's a well-made game, and I hope it finds its audience.
Thanks for watching. I'm having trouble finding new Steam games to put on the channel right now. Hopefully I can find some good ones soon, but you know how it goes. Also, I guess I could start posting older videos. I found some awesome older games, in the last year they were released. Let me know if that's okay. And I'll put some of those out. They're really solid games that I think you should check out. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.